right, so hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to 5 Minute Math from the crib. It's Mr. Erb's class, and we're back with some solving linear equations. Now, we've talked about solving equations and finding values of x that make equations true, but there are some special cases that we should talk about now. Let's give me an example of a special case. Okay. So let's say we manipulated our equation, we moved some stuff around, and we got down to an equation that looks something like this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and continue solving this equation, but let's take a minute to notice right now how the left side of this equation looks exactly like the right side of this equation. So let's see what happens when we solve an equation like this. All right, remember we're simplifying, separating, and solving. This is simplified, no like terms over here, no distribution over here. So we are good to go ahead and start solving. So let's get all of our x's on one side, and we're going to do that by, let's subtract. We're going to subtract that 2x, oh, don't forget, from both sides. Now notice how I put both negative 2x's under the term that we're going to combine them with. So let's go ahead and work this out. What happens with that 2x minus 2x? Oh yeah, it cancels. Oh, what about the other side? Oh yeah, that cancels also. So what do we have left here? 4 equals 4. This doesn't happen very often. Notice how all of the x's dropped out and I'm left with an equation that simply says 4 equals 4. Does 4 equal 4? Oh yeah. Now let's talk about what this means. This means that no matter what value of x I put in, it will always work. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's go back to our original equation. Okay, turns out no matter what value I put in for x, this equation is going to be true. Let's say I put a 1 in for x. So notice I replaced every x with the number 1. So let's talk about what we have here. 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 plus 4 is 6. 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 plus 4 is 6. Okay, so this equation is true when I put in a 1. Let's try a different number. Let's replace x with a negative 5 now. 2 times negative 5 is negative 10, and negative 10 plus 4 is negative 6. 2 times negative 5 is negative 10, and negative 10 plus 4 is negative 6. So that value worked also. Let's try one more. Now let's replace x with a 10. What's 2 times 10? 20, and 20 plus 4 is 24. It's like that on both sides. Guys, this is a special situation. This is a special case. Whenever you boil down and solve an equation and get something that looks like this, 4 equals 4 being a true statement, that means that there are what are called, there are infinitely many solutions. What that means is no matter what value I plug in for x, it will always be a true statement. So instead of sometimes only having one solution, sometimes in these special situations like this, you can have infinitely many solutions. So there are infinitely many numbers and infinitely many values of x that I can put into this equation to make it true. All right, there's one other special case I need to tell you about. Let's talk about that now. Okay, let's say I was solving my equation and I got it boiled down to what you see in front of you right here. All right. Oh, I need my line. Okay, good. Now we're going to start solving. I need to simplify it. There are no like terms to combine here, no distribution here on either side. So let's start to separate. Let's see if I can bring all of my x's over to one side. Now to get rid of a negative 3x, what do I need to do? Add 3x. Guys, add 3x. That's exactly right. Now don't forget, on both sides. And notice how I place the x that I'm adding to both sides under the x's that I will be combining them with. So what happens here? Oh yeah, those negative 3x's and 3x's all cancel each other out. But what do I have left? Negative 2 equals positive 4. Now we don't really have to leave that positive sign. So negative 2 equals 4. Does that make any sense? No, it doesn't make any sense. Negative 2 is no way equal to positive 4. So what do we say about this? Let's go back to our original equation. So what that means is there is no value of x that will make this true. No matter what number you try, no matter what number you plug in, no value of x will make this equation true. So what does that mean? If no value of x will make this true, what does that mean? Well, when you see something like this, if you boil your equation down to a statement that is untrue, -2 does not equal 4, what that means for our equation and our solution is, bang, there is no solution. There is no value of x that will make that true. There are your two special cases. You have one special case where there will be infinitely many solutions. If you end in a true statement like -2 equals -2, infinitely many solutions. If you end up with a false statement, if all of your x's drop out, you have a false statement here, -2 equal to 4, no solution. Good job, guys. Hope this helps. I'll see you next time.